All right, we ready?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Also, let me know before you actually go live, because last time
I'm live.
I was doing my Hell Hades impersonation, and I didn't know we were recording. So,
We're recording already right now.
Did he take
Okay.
offense to that?
Well, Hell,
I'm sure
or
he didn't see
Mr.
it,
Hades,
but no, I don't think he would have either.
if it's all in good fun. Okay.
I'm leaving
Does he
this
go
in.
by Hell?
Yes, it's his
Mr.
actual.
Hades?
It's his real name.
Yeah. What's up, Hell?
The Hades family. Is this gonna be a thing where, like, the beginning of every podcast, we're gonna be talking about Hell
Mention
Hades?
Hell Hades? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, my impression is I feel like it's pretty good.
Day 4 of mentioning Hell Hades until he comments on our podcast.
Like and subscribe, Hell.
Well, yeah. Welcome back to Cheese Money Podcast. Drink it.
Yee.
Interesting.
Peace.
How was the week?
My week was slow, dude.
My week couldn't end fast enough. Yeah, it was super slow.
It couldn't
Oh,
end
it was
fast
slow.
enough.
Okay.
No, it couldn't end fast enough.
I thought you said it couldn't have been fast enough. It's like
No,
Yeah, it was-
no.
I don't know how to take
It
that.
dragged on and on and on, and I hated it.
Yeah.
So it was slow.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
sucked.
Yeah. My weeks are
Beginning of
flying
next
by,
week will
man.
suck too. Yeah.
Flying by. I had an interesting encounter with Postmates though that I've been pretty excited to talk about.
Excited. I've been having some trouble with these delivery services.
Yeah. Oh, first I have to show you guys
Your coffee cup?
the mug. Yeah. So it's a chalkboard. So that's
Oh,
our
nice.
I drew our logo.
Oh, dang, that's
Oh,
cool.
sick. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
Yeah,
then
that's dope.
I drew us a little picture on the other side too.
my
I figured it would be
gosh.
cool
Oh no. Oh no.
if I drew a picture of us. You know, because it's 3 of us on the Cheese Money podcast. So,
Yeah. Vengeance is in the middle, right?
and I'm
No,
drinking.
that's me with a fat ass head.
Let's just, for reference, we're gonna reference this right now. I'm as tall as the door, okay?
He's short,
Can't see the top of the door.
tall as the door.
That's for all you.
Uh,
for all you
honestly,
acro short
too,
people.
Vengeance. Just to clarify, the one that you said is you with the fat head. That was originally me, and then I drew the second one, and it was supposed to be you.
With a smaller
the
head.
same thing, and then it was just that's just how it's kind of hard to draw on a coffee cup.
A
with piece of
round
chalk.
chalkboard cup.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to draw a stick figure of a fat person without being like overly like this dude's fat.
Well,
So then what do you draw? Like a circle person?
well, the real
Yeah.
point,
No longer-
the real point of it was to just draw 2 stick figures and then have the small one be accurate.
Yeah.
The small one, yeah.
There wasn't
Right,
really
we
a
know
lot
what
of
the-
thought of, that was the gist of it. So, anyway,
I'm gonna show this some bitch.
so Postmates, give you a little background here. I ordered from Postmates a good bit, and they just recently put Chick-fil-A on, and I wanted a Chick-fil-A milkshake. It was the whole reason I ordered from Chick-fil-A. I liked the food fine, but I wanted the milkshake. I ordered, they did not bring me a milkshake the first time. So I do the refund thing, I get it back automatically. It's no big deal. The next day, I'm like, I still really want that milkshake. So I order Chick-fil-A again, same order. They don't bring me the milkshake.
What the hell?
Dang.
I do the refund again. At this point now, it's kind of becoming a thing. I probably ordered Chick-fil-A 7 or 8 times over the course of like a week and a half.
No joke.
They did not bring me a milkshake. I was ordering the peach milkshake. After the first 2 days, they took the peach milkshake off the menu on Postmates. It wasn't a thing. So then I started ordering chocolate. They never brought me a milkshake. So after so many times of refunding it, I guess the system flags me, right? Because it thinks I'm taking advantage of the system.
Mhm.
So I sent him an email and I'm like, hey, I'm not doing that. I'm actually not getting a milkshake. If you need to call the restaurant and verify, whatever you need to do, but I'm going to need that money back for that milkshake. You're not going to just keep it. They send me back a response that is automated, but it's written like it's not supposed to be automated. So it's like, we're sorry for your frustration. We're afraid we can't do it. So I responded, I didn't mean to make this sound like I was asking. I ordered a milkshake that I didn't get. You don't just get to keep the money for it. You have to give it back. I'll do whatever it takes, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get this money back. If it was a nickel, I would do anything it takes just on
It's the
principle.
principle.
I'm all about the principle. So we go back and forth a couple times, and they keep telling me no. So I go through a couple of different routes to try to get a person. So this is the first response that I get that's from a person, I think. Thank you for your patience. After reviewing your profile, it appears that your account has been let's try this again. After reviewing your profile, it appears that your account has been compromised. Since no orders were successfully completed, any pending charges you see are temporary authorization holds, blah, blah, blah. At this time, we've logged all active sessions out of your account in order to regain access, go through the app. So basically they're saying, sorry, your account's been compromised. We've logged you out and temporarily banned you. Convenient, right? So I responded, how convenient for you that my account gets compromised right around the time you owe me some money for a milkshake I didn't get. And
This is just one singular milkshake, correct?
yeah, I've gotten refunds for all the other ones. It's just one
Oh,
milkshake
okay,
that I'm
yeah.
going to war over, right?
Purely principle. Gotcha. Yeah,
Purely
yeah.
principle, right? I do not care about the. It's like $9, which I think is a little bit crazy. But
I mean, yeah, that's kind of yikes.
yeah. So let me see if I can. I hate the way this mail is set up. So I say, yeah, I'm sure that's totally a coincidence that my account's having issues around the same time you guys are trying to steal money from me. I won't be using the app again. I don't need my account reinstated. I simply need you to refund me my money for that milkshake I did not receive from Chick-fil-A, and we can be on our ways. They responded no, like, sorry, can't do it. We've reviewed your case, can't do it. So I say, you have to explain why you think you don't have to give me my money back for an item I didn't receive. Stop telling me you've reviewed it and specifically explain what you're reviewing that is giving you the impression you get to steal money from me. Seems easy enough to verify. And then I tell them how to do it. And then I say, there's clearly a problem with the driver. Now, here's where I embellish a little bit. I take a page out of Mike Birbiglia's book, if anybody's familiar with him.
No.
And I say, as a side note, I want to again clarify, this is not real. I am not really this under the impression that I'm super famous or anything like that. But here's what I said. As a side note, I have a somewhat sizable following on YouTube, which includes a weekly podcast where I talk about funny and interesting things that happen to me throughout the week. Do you think this story would interest them? They responded back in a few minutes like, your money's been refunded. Everything's good now.
No way.
Yeah,
That was
like,
it?
That was it. They were done with it. So I won the battle against Postmates. I had to be a little bit of a prick about it, but
And you told the story.
And you're on.
yeah, and I'm telling the story anyway because I'm not using Postmates again. So
God, that's
seamless all the way, baby.
Yeah.
This podcast is brought to you by Postmates.
Yeah, they didn't make me agree not to tell it. So
Sign an
Postmates
NDA.
will send Post Malone $600 worth of Popeyes biscuits, but they won't give you $9 for a milkshake you didn't get.
yeah, that I didn't even get. Like
Makes sense.
at one point, one of the emails I said something like, "Do you really think? Look at my account history and look at all the times I've ordered from you without an issue. Do you really think all of a sudden I'm just trying to get free milkshakes? Really? Like, settle
The long
down.
con.
Give it back."
Chick-fil-A do be that good though.
Well,
I
was it you
wouldn't know
that was
about the
telling me-
milkshakes. I haven't had one in a while.
It's fair. It's fair.
Was it you that was telling me about the milkshakes though? Somebody was telling me the Chick-fil-A milkshakes are bomb.
I think they're like top 3 in the fast food
somebody,
milkshake world.
Somebody mentioned specifically the peach milkshake.
It's probably me.
That is, like,
Because then I
super
mentioned it, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like,
Because
and saw them on
yeah.
Postmates. I was like, ooh.
I had one of them frozen lemonades the other day, and that thing was fire.
I haven't had that. It's on the
My
menu, but
It's like soft serve with lemonade in it. It's actually really good.
her real dad, the one that didn't want me, he he used to get strawberry milkshakes at McDonald's, and I thought it was so nasty when I was a kid. It was so embarrassing. We'd be like dropping me off at my friend's house, and he's slurping on his strawberry milkshake.
embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't know.
why?
Just like because it's I don't know.
'Cause it's pink?
It's McDonald's. Well, no, because it's like McDonald's, so it's like crappy food, and it's like nobody gets a strawberry milkshake. You get chocolate or vanilla. I don't know.
Dude,
was
I
a
used to
kid.
cop.
I
I
get
used to
strawberry
cop,
every now and then.
Yeah.
I was 9. Okay.
But not if they have
God,
those
what a
like.
stupid
But
9-year-old.
also, he would be driving without shoes as well, so that was embarrassing.
But people
Okay.
couldn't tell.
Well, yeah, but do that with
Doesn't
you
matter.
add a strawberry milkshake to that equation,
Yeah.
and now I get it.
Yes.
It's em-
Am I the only one that didn't prefer
No,
like
it
the
makes
real
sense.
fruit in the strawberry milkshake? Like I
you
didn't want.
prefer it?
Only one
No.
that didn't prefer.
I'm sorry.
I
the
wanted
only
it.
one that.
I wanted
Yeah,
it.
the only one that didn't want real strawberries in a strawberry milkshake.
No,
Like,
I don't like
didn't
that
want it.
either. I just want the milkshake.
It was like it's like a fruit loogie in the shake
Ugh.
that I just didn't. I just didn't like the texture of it. I didn't like it.
Fruit
I don't
loogie.
want any fruit. I want just sugar and
That'll be our band we start.
cholesterol.
I mean, yeah, fruit loogie.
God,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though. Like, I'm not that grossed out because I love a good fruit loogie.
Oh, you talking about grossed out? Somebody like was hacking and coughing at work the other day, and somebody referred to him hacking and coughing as getting up that lung butter. And I
Oh.
think I thought
God.
about like I almost threw up.
I feel like I got a bunch of phlegm in my chest now.
My neck
Lung
feels
butter.
weird.
Like I can't
Yeah.
breathe.
It's like hot. I feel my pulse
Yeah.
even in the sides.
I think you gave me a disease.
I have to go to the hospital.
Lung
It's
butter.
It was the
God,
first time I ever heard that, and I was like, please
Lung
don't ever
butter?
say that again. Yeah.
God, I don't ever want it.
dude. Yeah, I'd rather have truffle.
I hate
butter.
that I said it.
Yeah.
I'd rather have truffle butter for sure.
Golly.
That's
Luckily,
disgusting.
I haven't been that like. It hasn't been that inconvenient for me to order from delivery services.
Well, I
I think
ordered-
I think I've been missing a couple of items every now and then, but not like consistently.
I ordered Chipotle for lunch Wednesday,
Mhm.
and it said like 19-minute delivery or something, and then it was at 25 minutes. It said 11-minute delivery, and then we were 45 minutes in, and it said 30-minute delivery. And so I texted the
had
lady. I was
that.
like, "Hey,
It's like
said, "Hey,
quantum
is there-
theory math right there.
yeah," I said, "Hey, is there an issue with my my
Hmm.
order?" So she calls me and she said, "Oh, I think somebody stole it." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what do I?" She's like, "I'll call him right now." So then I go to look and it says delivered.
Uh-oh.
And I walk outside. It's not. She didn't drop it off. It's not delivered, and I didn't get refunded. So I had to chat with somebody on
Wow.
Yeah.
DoorDash.
That's
I
the
gotta
worst
back up.
when it's like the delivery time keeps extending like that, and you're like, I'll just wait it
Yeah.
out. And then after like
Yeah.
2 hours, they call you and like,
And
hey,
then
we
it
had to
never
cancel the
comes.
order.
Yeah.
It's like, I could have already ordered from somewhere else and been full by now. Like,
Right.
I could have been full.
you
Could've
didn't
been
know this already? What did you fall
That's
off the
my
bike? Like,
Did you fall off the bike?
Do you think people deliver your food on a bike?
they do in New York City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
It's not that outlandish. Jesus Christ.
I mean,
I mean, if
That
you were,
would be-
if you were going from like Cordova to Bartlett, then yeah,
I was
I'd be
gonna say,
like,
that would be
why are
kinda
my
jacked.
wings cold?
Answer the door to your
If you
house. There's a
live in
dude on his
Memphis,
bike. Like, dude,
Just completely like pitting like super hard. It's like, yeah, I got here when I could, man. I'm so sorry.
if
lung
somebody
butter
showed up,
all over the bag.
Yeah.
if somebody over the bag, God, somebody showed up to my door like next to a bike, I would immediately close the door.
Sorry,
That's
man.
just-
I had to take a sip of your Sprite on the way over. I was just getting way too parched.
Bro, if there's a straw in my cup and you,
You can
hand
keep
to
it.
me, yeah, I'm not taking it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say thanks. Have a nice day, and then I'm writing a bad review.
Oh man, dude, can you imagine for real? What would you do for real?
I feel like
You get
Man,
delivered food
I-
and it's clear they were eating some of it or drinking some of
like
it.
I kind of like I snuck a couple of fries. Like
If you told me that, I'd be a little pissed.
I mean, I would rather you tell me than not
be
tell
like-
me and be like,
be
hey,
like-
why does my medium fry? Why does my large fry look like a medium?
Yeah, like if you said, "Hey man, I stuck a couple fries," I'd be like, "Huh? Like,
For real?
really?" And if
Yeah.
you said, "Yeah," I'd probably be like, "Probably let's fight."
Some fries?
Give them back.
It's just it's the
Give them.
you gonna give me my fries and that long butter, baby.
Oh my
Mm.
God! I shouldn't have brought it up. I shouldn't have
shouldn't have.
brought it up.
It's
Yeah.
probably a mistake. It'll be an
Yeah.
emote before it's all said and done.
Oh God.
The lung butter emote.
I can't believe it's not lung butter.
That's because it's truffle.
Oh man. All right. We need to get off this topic because I feel like Lun butter. Lun butter. That's
Lun
a
butter.
That's a
It's an
Swedish.
old Irish. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Lun butter.
So, did you guys have any vacations planned before the world sucked hard?
No, what are you drinking?
Me?
Vince?
G Fuel.
G Fuel. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Sorry. No. Mm-mm.
None at
Strawberry
all.
banana to be specific. Yeah, I didn't have anything either.
We're trying to plan stuff now, but
Yeah.
as far as prior, no, I didn't have anything.
Where are you thinking about going?
Oh,
I don't know. Where can we travel to? I don't even know where we can go.
Yeah, I don't know.
is there like a
'Cause,
list?
Because our 5th anniversary is in November, so we were talking about going to Hawaii, but I don't think you can do that.
Hawaii.
I mean, it's part of the U.S., but I still think there's travel ban.
Yeah,
I don't know. I have to look it up.
I know some states have
Um,
the quarantine thing too. I don't know if it's still in effect, but I know if I
Like-
leave New York and come back, I have to quarantine for 14 days.
Is Corona, like, are people still getting sick? Is it still real?
It's
We
spiking
just
again in
had
some
two
places.
cases at work. Yeah, we had 2 cases at work within the last week.
Yeah, it's spiking hard. I think in the UK because
Huh.
they open schools back up and people are going to school
Yeah.
and it's spiking again.
Well, I don't want to turn this into a political podcast.
Nope.
What's funny is
Don't
that,
do
that it shouldn't be political, but it 100% will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we should be able to have a conversation about it, but we can't.
Yeah.
So, but no, we didn't have anything planned. Like I said, we're trying to plan something, but
Other
think
than
it's gonna
like
work out.
going out of town for other people's events like weddings and going to see them and stuff like that, I don't think I think the earliest we had anything planned was like September or August maybe.
It is September.
And what I'm saying is like we had planned it that early out, like back when
Hmm.
it started happening in what, February, March. And
like
we were
that.
like, well, is this gonna keep going? And then people are like bands that I follow and listen to are like planning shows for 2021, like it's somehow just gonna disappear.
Yeah,
I guess within the
Like
next
the
year.
new
I
like
don't
the
know, it's
calendar
weird.
change means the
Yeah.
world's back to normal.
Exactly.
Well,
and it's
I think
weird.
like November 3rd, it's supposed to be over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they found a strain. It's like something about November 3rd. I remember reading
Is that why you haven't come down? Because you don't want to have
Yep.
to deal with the quarantine crap?
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
I'm like itching bad for a trip down, but
Butthole.
sure. But yeah, part of it is that I don't want to deal with the quarantine stuff, and another part of it's just I don't want to be a dick and travel right now. Like
Mm.
I feel like I shouldn't be traveling right now, so just holding off. But yeah, we were planning a pretty decent honeymoon that obviously is not happening.
Yeah, that sucks.
I want to come to Memphis, and then I was also thinking about a cruise at some point this year,
Yeah.
but none of it's happening.
The
If-
dude cruise.
Yeah, actually, yeah, trying to get the guys together, anybody that could, and
That would be bonkers.
I think it would be a blast.
I would
So
love that.
hopefully,
Oh my gosh, that would be just like.
Why? I'm
I don't know why you did that.
That would be sick, dude. God.
Just the way you
jeez.
said bonkers was like that would like just like
No, no. I
I
don't think
can't do
Vengeance
it.
had to see it.
I look like the guy from Star Trek when
You
I
Oh,
got-
you didn't see it?
You got
No.
super
You're on it
lucky.
again.
Oh god, it was so like
was it this thing?
yeah, sort of,
Yeah.
sort of, but
Worse?
Or
Yeah.
like well,
Like worse?
so if
I'm telling you, dude, this will catch on.
what?
No, it won't.
Peace,
It
dog.
won't.
It
No,
won't.
it will never. You said that
No,
6 months ago.
It hasn't caught on yet. Give it time. It'll catch on.
No one will do that
Never.
and mean it.
All right, catch y'all later.
That was Dane Cook's thing back in like 08.
No, not the
Sufi?
super finger.
Yeah.
Just you got to split them.
The only way anybody's doing that is if they've lost their index finger.
Like it's
I can't stretch.
That's the only way that'll be okay. Is if
peace. Yeah.
yeah, that does stretch the ligament, doesn't it? I don't like it.
Can't.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
stretching the ligament.
So if let's say the world, what I'm really working my way to is what's the like dream vacation? Expenses not considered. Where would you go? What would be the number one place you guys would want to go?
Okay, so there's just so many variables to that.
Just
So-
so many things running through my head right now.
Yeah, like, man, my head is going a mile a minute.
I don't know why that sounded gross. You did just enough with your voice there to piss me
So-
off.
So like all scenarios are the same. I guess like I find a babysitter for the baby, or is this
Oh,
like
okay.
like
It's like,
post-apocalypse? I know the world is ending. I'm
like
gonna
what
go on
did I have for
vacation.
lunch last week? Like what are we considering here?
Just ideal circumstances. Someone's watching the baby. You don't have to worry about the expenses. Where is there like a place you're determined to go before you die?
I think I got one.
Yeah, Ireland is for sure like up there.
Really?
Wait, did you think I said Ireland?
No,
Oh, okay. I see.
Ireland.
I got you.
Ireland.
Mm-mm.
Well, you got a fat ass.
Yeah, just like I don't know, like the rolling hills and stuff, and then the castles.
Ireland's dope. Yep.
It just, I guess mainly like the peace. Like I feel like there's a lot of open area out there where you can just sit on a hill with a couple of sheep and hang out, drinking a
And
pint.
a glass of scotch.
Yeah, or,
I'm still
yeah.
not sure if this is a real answer.
No, for real. Ireland is like on top.
I can vouch for him
I
on that
think,
one.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like
And the hanging
Maybe
out with the sheep
Japan.
is it real?
no,
Okay.
but like sitting on like just like sitting on a hilltop. I think the scenery probably in Ireland is
Okay.
Mother Ireland. And then Japan. Japan's up there.
Yeah. What you got, Vengeance?
Kind of Caribbean, like not like somewhere you can go on a cruise or anything like that, but like, hey, listen, I listened to your bullshit Ireland
Sorry.
story. You
Wow.
listen to my Ireland story. Like Bora, or I don't know. Like I always see the what do they call them? The little huts on stilts that are out in the.
I know
middle of the
exactly what
beach.
you're talking about. Maldives, maybe, is where that is.
Somewhere like that where the water is just crystal clear. You're by yourself. There's like a little pool or like a little jacuzzi. Bali is another kind of,
Bali
sort of-
is another one we were looking at.
which Australian people go to Bali like on the weekend. Like it's that close to them, I guess.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah.
Huh.
Don't quote me on that. I've heard a lot of Australians like, yeah, we went to Bali for, a few days just to like it's like me going to Florida.
No,
know,
you
like-
said it. All Australians go to Bali on the weekend.
Yeah. People go to Australia and love,
I think it's just called a beach hut. Just called a beach hut. That's all I'm seeing.
I
It
can't-
looks nice though.
a cabana. Is that it? That sounds kind of right. I don't know. Anyway, about it, I just think like, nobody else kind of around you, just kind of by yourselves out in the water. You can, but you have access to stuff if you need it, things like that. I don't know. It's always interested me, and I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
But
So
they're super
you and I have 100% the same exact like vacation idea. That's
wow.
100% how I describe a vacation. Yeah. Maybe instead we should go to Ireland and look at grass.
I think I've taken so many trips to the beach. I'm just sick of it. I never want to take another trip to the beach.
It's not the
Ever?
beach though. It's just
Ever.
not like it's.
Yeah,
it's
it's
different.
what-
Like
the beach to me.
when we went to Cancun, where did we go in Mexico?
Cancun,
When we went to Cancun, it was different.
Cozumel.
Cancun was
Yeah.
dope. We went over Christmas.
Cozumel is different because it's like there's nobody there. The water's clear. It's exotic. So that's fun. But I've been to the beach so many times.
Oh, I hate the
We-
beach.
I'm so sick of it.
You hate it?
I could never go to the beach again and be
It's just
fine with it.
boring.
Which
Huh.
is weird to me that some people have never ever been to the ocean. That blows my mind that some people have never like left their home state.
Yeah.
That's so weird to me. because I've been to like
yeah, we
20
went to
states.
Mississippi one time, but you know,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
all right.
there's people who've never left their state. They've just that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, screw a beach trip. Screw
Um,
your vacation.
one that I wanna like go back to because I feel like I didn't get to see all of what I wanted to was Colorado.
Mhm.
I loved Colorado.
Dude,
It
that was
gorgeous.
such a great trip. Colorado's
Estes
dope.
Park, Colorado was probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Which ironically they filmed The Shining there, in the Stanley Hotel, but that movie doesn't do justice of how beautiful that whole like area is.
And we rented some
it's gorgeous.
ATVs. It was like just freaking metal, dude.
Yeah, it was metal, the littlest of horns.
Mhm.
It was really really cool. We had a really
It's a
good
good
time.
trip.
Nice. Well, so I guess when Vengeance and I go on vacation, you're not invited.
I'll be in Ireland.
Yeah.
Having a beer with some sheep, sick.
Yeah, and you guys will be getting sand up your beeholes.
Well, we have been pretty clear about it not being a beach thing, but
You're literally out in the middle of the water, like no joke.
but so
I don't
yeah,
know how
that's
many
like a
times I've said
perfect
you.
vacation. But as far as like somewhere I want to go before I die, it's Japan. Japan's number one.
Mhm.
And when I go to Japan, I want to be sure that we've set aside a lot of money because I want to go to Japan and get stupid with it. I want to spend, you know what I mean? I want to stay in the most ridiculous hotels and
Yeah,
like see
Japanese
all the
women are very
stuff they got
attractive.
going on. Okay, well,
What?
is
Okay.
is that not a thing?
okay,
I can't say
Grandpa.
that.
You don't go to
You can.
Japan just to check out the women, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know unless you
yeah.
just
Emily
got it
and I
like
will go to
that.
Japan, and I'll bask in the beauty of the Japanese women.
I'm just saying they're Japanese women are attractive.
My man wants
sure.
to go to Japan to sleep in some like weird
I think there's-
like Japanese like hotel pod
Mhm.
thing, and he's like, I mean, they're pretty over there.
I think there's pretty people in every country to some
Yeah.
degree.
I would love to go to Japan. That'd be awesome.
Well, not anymore. I'm out. F you guys.
I just feel like it would be. I feel like it would be like crazy overcrowded.
You just-
Just seeing
Yeah.
like live shots, like not live shots, but like the square where they
Live
drift.
shots? What
in
are you
Tokyo
watching?
Drift. Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up, shut
Where
up.
they the square where they drift in Tokyo Drift. Where
Like that's
there's
what that's what Japan is. Like
Yeah.
hentai over here and drifting over here. Hello Kitty in the store. Right
And
there.
good-looking women
You-
everywhere.
Everywhere you go,
I
it's
don't
just.
like the. Yeah, that'd be sick.
You like the what?
Do you remember when I was gonna say when he was making fun of Ryder for being from Africa?
Well, because I thought he was joking.
Oh, you're from Africa? Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, right. Like that place exists.
I don't know. It was just the way he was talking about it that made
Uh.
it sound like he really wasn't from there. And
Yeah,
he's
like
like,
he
"Yeah,
might
I'm
have
from
been
South
joking.
Africa, mate." And I was like, "Oh,
I don't know why I was so sure he was in the UK, but then he probably told me. He said he told me. I guess I forgot, but I was certain. I don't know. Time zones seem to match up and everything. So yeah, I guess I kind of thought he was joking too. But what are you gonna do?
You
You know.
guys are jerks.
Well.
at least you didn't make an ass of yourself, dude." It's like you hunting lions with the Maasai warriors, you idiot. It's like, no, I'm legitimately from South Africa. Oh,
So
yikes.
the Japanese women comment from Granddaddy Acro there.
Brings
Oh
us
my
into our
gosh.
next topic.
It does actually. Have you
If I would've
guys
said-
heard?
If I would have said white women are attractive, would you? Then what would you have said?
I would feel exactly the same way about it. It's very general. Some of them, yeah, and some of them are not. To me,
Well, sure. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. Like, I'm not going to dive into this. Ask your question.
it just seems like any general statement.
It's not a general. I mean, it is, but it's like English women look a certain way from African women.
Acro is just
like
saying
facial,
he prefers
like
Asian
facial
women.
structure. I'm not saying I prefer Asian women. I'm just saying, not saying I don't prefer. Okay, now we're in a rabbit hole. No matter what I say, I'm wrong.
I don't disagree.
Just keep knocking them
It's
out of the
just this-
park, brother.
It's I don't know. I'm
That
trying
was
to
like
think
the
of a
third thing that
comparison.
popped in my head. Okay, you said Japan, and I thought Tokyo, video games, women. Okay. Jesus Christ.
So you had two other things you could have talked about.
Yeah.
We got Venge
Oh,
Mercs over here.
Japan. Nice.
Anyway, have you guys heard the name?
Benchmarks.
Que paso?
The name Russell Hartley. Has that name come across your YouTube feed or anything lately?
I don't think so. Can you guys hear it when I do this?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, desk moves.
I feel like I've heard the name. Yes.
Okay, so he makes TikToks, among other things, and they're like, some of them are teaching guys how to pick up women, or he's telling stories about, right? He's like the pickup artist.
Yeah, because
sales funnel
he's a
guy.
polygamist. He has girlfriends. Like,
Right.
yeah, uh huh.
And
They did a few YouTube
haven't seen- I
videos
don't-
about
I
it.
don't know
Yeah,
if I've
Curtis
seen it.
Connor did one.
Yeah,
A couple of them have come up. But you're familiar with the type, right?
yes.
The pickup artist with the sales funnel, and say this thing to any woman to have her chasing you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that
yeah.
type
Yeah.
of.
I remember when that show came out on VH1.
Which one?
The Pickup Artist.
I forgot all about that. Yeah, that is. I'll be interested to know where you. I assume you guys' heads are in the same spot with this. I think that is one of the most pathetic
It's
things
despicable.
a guy can do or be. That
pickup artist?
that pickup artist thing, right? And I don't know, there's something to me. I don't want to hate on people who feel like they need advice like that are like, you know what I mean, that don't know what to do with the like how to talk
They
with the
have
opposite
good
sex.
intentions, but they go to the wrong destination for it.
Are you saying
Right.
okay? All right, so like Hitch.
Some of the time.
Right.
Are you saying Hitch like Will Smith's character is in the wrong, or Kevin James?
No, he's a matchmaker. This dude
Yeah.
is like purely to pick up women and
Right.
sleep with them. Or
For
was
example-
Hitch about that too? I don't know.
For example, one of this dude's things is like women are like mares in a stable, and you want to keep multiple mares in your stable.
What a piece of
Okay.
garbage.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
That type of stuff. And just the tricks, the dudes that believe that like there's a thing you say or
Okay.
a certain type of behavior you're supposed to exhibit, and it pisses me off so bad
Yes.
for so many
Yeah.
different reasons, dude.
J Rants, let's go.
Well, the horse in a stable thing, that's like, not only is that gross, but it like those situations make me think like if I were the horse, like if I was part of the like notches on the belt, I'd be so like infuriated
Sure.
just to know that I was part of like your little like manipulation game.
Right. And what makes it more aggravating is that people in general, if you're up front, there's a lot more people that are down for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be this game. You don't have to trick someone.
Right.
If they're this is going to turn into a rant if I'm not careful. I don't know. I can't imagine wanting someone to have sex with me in spite of the fact that they don't want to. You know what I mean? If you're not
yeah, I
as
see where you're
at
coming
least
from, yeah.
if you're not at least as attracted to me, if you don't want to have sex at least as bad as I do, then I'm no longer even interested. I can't
Well-
imagine that I need to learn a trick to go up and trick this person into being this attracted to me.
Negging, dude.
Ugh.
Negging. You remember that? That's the only technique that I know from the pickup artist is negging.
What is
What
that?
is that?
So you basically give the girl a backhanded compliment. You say like, "Oh, your glasses would be so much cuter if your eyes weren't so close together."
Right.
That's very extreme. That's very extreme. But you know, they tell you how to be a little bit slicker about it. But like, what
It's so weak. It's so weak, dude. It drives me nuts. The old,
like you said, like if you're straightforward with it, you're like, some people are just cool with it, you know.
way more people are just looking for the same thing you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Don't bullshit me.
Just straight out of
Some
the
booty
gate.
hole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exclusively booty hole.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, there's definitely guys, obviously not me, but there's guys who need
Here
help.
we go. Here
You
we go.
know, like in those conversations. I think for some guys, it's like a confidence thing, because you could,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm not
'cause you
saying
see-
like learning how to flirt, learning how to be
Yeah.
comfortable, all that
Yeah.
stuff, but anything where you're not being
not being
genuine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the big thing. Is just being genuine. And there's this whole huge $1 million market for teaching people how to not be genuine
for
and
skeezy
picking
balls.
someone
Yeah.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so I can't wrap my head around it.
Peacocking is another technique
hell is that?
they used, where you
It's where you get naked in
wear-
front of another dude when you have to pee.
Peacocking, God, where you like wear something that stands out, like you wear like a weird, like not a weird hat, but like a hat that like
Like an umbrella hat.
yeah.
With a spinner.
The dude was like, this dude got this guy to wear a feather boa and walk around a club, and
I think I've seen that.
yeah, he was like, wear this, and it was just like, it was like one of those feather boas where you're at like an improv class, and it's just something you throw on. And this dude was walking around the club.
Okay, but
and
I could
think
see
it was
that working
scripted.
though. I could see that working though.
On some level, but it was so, you could tell it was so scripted. He's like, I gotta go find a feather boa real quick.
I could, because that's like, you can't tell me if you were at a club and you look and some dude's wearing a feather boa, you were like, what's that all about?
Yeah, but is
it's just-
being
it's just
noticed
definitely-
always good?
It's just
I
a
don't
no. I'm just
know.
saying it's just an added level of interest. So if you know if a guy's trying to pick
That
up,
dude's got steampunk goggles on. What's going on with him?
well, that's,
It's
yeah.
just not. I don't know. It's like, it's so weird.
I'm just saying, like, if I were at a club looking for like trying to pick up a girl and one of them was wearing a feather boa, she'd probably catch my eye quicker than some of the other ones would. I don't know. I mean, I
But
see
by
it.
now, girls are like, this dude's cruising for puss, and he's not getting any of it.
Yeah.
or
you would,
or
I
this
would
dude's
hope.
cruising for puss and he's getting all of it.
Acro's like, you haven't picked up my book yet, have you?
Is that a feather boa?
Oh man, I feel like that works. That would be great if you lost a bet and had to wear it. I feel like that's the best.
Oh,
tie into
if your
that.
goal is like, like in the
If you're at
Hangover,
home,
he's
like,
what are you wearing?
I look
Yeah.
good.
You're holding on your boa. What the hell?
Were you snapping at your camera?
I don't know why.
Hey, wake your ass up!
Hey,
Well,
focus.
the hand thing, but I don't know why I threw the snap in there.
You're one of those guys that snaps at the bartender to get you another drink, don't you?
No, absolutely. I'm actually
Oh.
like, I'm actually like one of the most. I will stand and let like 2 or 3 people go before me before I get agitated. Because I like a bartender, they're busy. Like people are always coming up and berating them, so I'll usually wait. I'll wait like 2 or 3 people, and they're like, "Hey man, here's a drink, a little something."
Hey, can you make me a water moccasin?
Bro,
Bro, I don't know what the
shoot.
fuck that is.
No one knows what it is.
Is that a real thing?
Magical.
So it's kind of an inside joke because he always used to order a water
I don't know
moccasin,
where
but
we were, but I ordered a water moccasin one time. Somebody was like, it was like an angel came up and touched my shoulder, and as I turned, they're like, "Order a water moccasin," and then walked away. And I was like, "Okay, fine, I'll order a water
When you
moccasin."
when you say this, did like a person say it or like when you say
It was an
somebody suggested, or didn't you ask the bartender to just like make you your favorite drink? Oh,
Well, then, that's the good stuff.
that is the good stuff. Smooth.
So then I ordered a water moccasin and it was amazing.
What's in
But
it?
then every other restaurant I go to,
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
think he's looking it up.
What's in a water moccasin?
Yeah.
Crown Royal. So it's peach schnapps, Crown Royal, sweet and sour, and triple sec.
That sounds
It's a pretty
real,
dope
insane.
drink.
It's
Yeah.
real good.
But he could never find another bartender to make it for him, or if he did, it was a completely different
it
drink.
just tastes like
than
poo-
what-
yeah, but they mix it
yeah.
wrong.
I might have
Now
to
I just stick with the gin and tonics or the
And,
White
or
Claws.
you'd get the bartender be like, "What's in it?" And you're like, "Peach schnapps, triple sec, sweet and sour."
2 parts speech snap.
You want to just give it to me and I'll do it?
take my vote.
Yeah.
I had to just get used to just rum and cokes and stuff when I went out
Yeah.
because
Yeah, now I just get a gin and tonic because they'll usually give me a lime and that's fine.
you and
It's got to be Bombay though.
you and M are big on the gin. He's a big gin fan.
Tanqueray number 10. The problem with Tanqueray number 10 is people will give you regular Tanqueray and it's not as good.
What's
Because you'll say, I want Tanqueray number 10.
It's more
Yeah,
ginny than gin.
we got that. It's just a different,
It's got
it's
like
just
a
a different
gin
style.
like a gin kick to it, you know.
right?
But yeah, they'll go, oh yeah, we got Tanqueray. And
Are
they'll
you
give me the regular
mixing?
stuff.
Are you mixing Monkey Shoulder?
Yes. I hated it straight. I tried it straight. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
I hated it.
I didn't like it at all.
I'm not a big
I
straight
hated it.
guy. I tried to make myself drink like whiskey. Stupid. I tried to make myself
Not a
drink
big
whiskey
straight guy, you know.
for a while, but I don't know. I'm just not that into it. Be straight with me. You can be gay with Matt, but be straight with me.
Wow.
Who's Matt?
It's the office. It's the office.
Who the fuck is Matt?
When you mentioned the pickup artist, the old reality show, it
Mhm.
reminded me. Have you seen the videos on? I think it's like How Far Is Tattoo Far? Have you seen that?
Yes. Yeah.
What?
Because Cody Ko and
Wow.
Kelsey.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's this reality show where reality, it seems real, where
Yeah.
couples go in, couples that
This
are
is the
having
fakest thing I've ever
problems.
seen.
Yeah. They usually hate each other.
Yeah. And so they're in charge of what tattoo the other person gets. And the other person doesn't watch them put it on. There's a reveal. So they like take it off.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably fake, but if it is, these
Those
people are good
tattoos
actors.
Are real.
And they do look really real. Maybe no, because then there was an update on one of the episodes several months later where the girl was going to get it like covered up. Yeah.
Yep.
So it might be
Dang.
real. It is crazy.
It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough.
Like, what do you mean rough?
Just what they what they have the other person get tattooed on them.
Do they
Because
they
the
hate each other?
Yeah.
Well,
it
couples,
seems
they
like
Then
can
it.
I'm not
go in
letting you
with-
tattoo me.
Well,
Hands
it's a
like not
show.
happening.
I'm guessing they're getting
I was-
paid decently for it.
Bro, I'm gonna need you to lower your ears, dude.
They're not tight enough. I'd sit
It's
like
just
this.
so distracting to me.
What do you mean lower
See,
my
when-
ears? It's
It just looks like your ears. Like, look how low mine are on my head.
Honestly, when you don't have the
Yours are-
headphones
yours are
on,
up
it's
here.
weird.
huh?
Well, honestly, when you don't have the headphones on, it's weirder. It's like weirder than when you actually
Like
do
looking
have
at you.
Me?
It's gross. It
Yeah.
grosses me out.
Why?
them. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not used to.
Ah,
That's so weird to me.
you skinny
That's
head
so
looking
weird to me.
bitch.
That did look strange.
It
Yeah.
does. He's like, oh god, what the- you look weird.
It is.
Oh,
It is
man.
squeezing my head kind of hard. Maybe it's because my hair is getting longer. There's more hair in there,
That's funny.
so it's. I don't know.
Oh god, put the headphones back on.
Bro, I can't get a haircut until October 7th.
Why?
I don't know what I'm gonna
Why?
do. I don't know.
I
October.
mean, you don't know why.
That's the only date she had open. That's the closest date she had open.
Who's she?
Angela,
Why do you go to Angela?
because I'm not gonna go around my aunt.
Go to Chad.
Oh,
Look at my
Okay.
do, homie.
can he do? I'm not gonna get that haircut.
Bro, do you remember when you had like long I liked it.
Long hair?
You had like the hipster. It wasn't hipster. It was
Like I float it back a little bit.
yeah, when Tracy cut it.
Oh, like
This
long,
man had
like
it
super
like
long on
yeah,
top.
he had it like chopped all the way on the side and like long on the top. It was kind of cool.
Kind of like Ryan's now.
No, his hair looks ridiculous.
Man, mine was curlier though. Mine looked like, dude. I don't know how I felt about it.
This show makes me think of Inked. Inked was a really good show.
I watched a lot of that on YouTube.
I liked it. I liked
Was
it
it
a lot.
Inked?
Inked, Ink Master. Sorry.
Ink Masters. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, all that.
I remember
all
that
that
one.
stuff.
The
Ink My
competition show. Yeah.
Dude,
Then they
I'm
had
telling
the-
you, y'all have got to watch Superstore. That show has me cracking up every
Didn't that show
single
come out
episode.
like 4 years ago
I,
and get canceled?
no, I think we're on the 3rd season right now.
Was it on TBS?
CBS,
What's it on?
Hulu. You have Hulu, right? Both of
Yeah.
you have Hulu.
Yeah.
Superstore.
I'm telling you, if you want to laugh out loud, and I don't know, man. It's just I laugh every single episode. There's not an episode goes by where I like don't have to almost pause it because I'm laughing.
I think our taste in TV shows kind of like differs. I was gonna say our sense of humor isn't the same, but that's not super true.
It's almost opposite of because it is the same.
Yeah.
I feel like we
But-
all genuinely like the same. Like Bob's Burgers, we all love Bob's Burgers. Jay, have you watched New Girl?
Yeah. I
New
haven't
Girl,
watched it all, but I've watched enough of
New
it to know
Girl's
I like
extremely
it.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess okay. I was gonna say Seinfeld.
Oh my
can't
God, I
get
love that
into.
show.
I
You're a-
just never
you're a
got
I
piece
into
of
love
Seinfeld.
Sein. You don't like
You're like
Seinfeld?
you're like a
I
human
never,
trash can.
I never what the fuck? I never watched it.
It's so good.
It really is.
It is so good.
Yeah, it's
The only
renowned the
episode
way
I've-
it is for a reason, for sure.
I did not like the way you said that.
What'd he say?
So good. It's the quintessential comedy of the
It
ages.
is the only episode I have not watched is the very last one. And I heard
Why?
that it wasn't even like a it wasn't like a heart tugging. It was the opposite of that. I don't know. I watched because I think there was only 9 episodes maybe in the last season. Or maybe it was season 9. I don't know. Either way, I watched up to the last one
There are like
and then I just
23 seasons.
there's a lot.
There's a lot.
And then I
yeah.
just never watched it.
Huh. Weird.
Boy, sweating in here.
What else was good? How I Met Your Mother. That was a good show.
I
for the
really,
end, I didn't
really
like
liked that one.
That was pretty funny. Yeah.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, watch Superstore.
Okay. I'll
funny.
check that. I'll put that in the bedtime rotation.
I've been trying to. They just announced the last like 8 episodes of Supernatural of season 15, I think, or 16. I don't know how long. I don't know why that show has
It's too
lasted so
many.
long.
I haven't
too
watched
much.
that one either.
It's not a great show, but I kind of have an attachment to it. And so
Okay.
I've been trying to catch up on that. And it's been pretty good.
Y'all are big into Vampire Diaries too, right?
I am not, no.
No.
I think
Oh,
that's
it's
Chris
just
and Ryan.
Chris and then.
That's
okay.
that is Eric.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Eric,
Eric, Chris, and
That
them.
idiot.
And
They'd
I think
always
the
be
only
hitting up
time
the
that
group
Chris
chat, like,
ever
VD. See the episode of VD? Like, y'all know that
Gosh.
means a different thing, right?
What did they make us watch? Was it
Hemlock Grove.
Hemlock Grove? That wasn't bad. Hemlock Grove.
The
wasn't
first season
bad.
was I.
I wouldn't watch it again though.
That was like OG Bill Skarsgård before he got all like into
Skarsgård.
it. Dude, there's like 18 of them.
Kyle
Skarsgårds, that is. Yeah, Kyle.
Skarn,
Dan
Skarn,
Skarsgård.
Skarn, Skarn, Carl Skarsgård.
God.
Okay. One thing I'm curious about. This is. We'll talk about it after. What is your number one scariest movie? First part of the question. So I'll give you a second to think about that while I finish the
Frick.
question. First part is
Yeah.
what's the scariest
That's
movie
tough.
to you? And then what are some of the things that make a movie scary to you? What makes a good
That's a
scary
good
movie?
question.
Good.
And I'll start.
Um,
I'll start if it'll help y'all think.
Yeah.
My number
Yeah, go
one
ahead.
of all time is the first Paranormal Activity. I don't care. I don't
Okay.
care much for the other one. Second one's all right. First Paranormal
They're not that
Activity hit me in a way, and I'm a very harsh critic of scary movies. I can probably count on one hand scary movies that I think are really, really good. It's real easy to ruin a scary movie for me, and most of them I just don't think are scary. Paranormal Activity hit me on a level that for years messed with me. Like it put
Man,
me
that's-
back in like when I turn off the lights at night, I'm walking a little faster,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like it hit me really deep. I don't know, because I think so much of it was relatable. Even the small
Yeah.
details, like the couple reminded me of my situation. The dude played guitar. Like there's just all these subtle details about it, and it was so well acted and so well shot. I just don't have a. I have no problems with the first Paranormal Activity.
That was kind of like the new era of found footage horror that kind of kicked it off. Cloverfield was kind of like a, man, this movie is really intense and it's the, found footage, whatever. But Paranormal Activity is just pure horror. Like that was the next step after Blair Witch.
I need
Yeah.
And go get one.
I'll be right back.
Blair Witch set a standard in terms of like low budget horror, that I think Paranormal Activity just kind of like, it took it and it put it in your home.
Yes.
It made it so uncomfortable because your home is your
Your
safe
home.
place.
Yeah, that's a
And
really good point.
Man, I'll tell you the part that scared me, and I know you know this part, is when they are sitting in bed and they hear the footsteps on the stairs. And the
I got
footsteps
chills when you
get-
said that.
Dude, I'm getting chills right now. The footsteps get faster and faster to when it breaks into a run and the door slams. That is the scariest part of that movie to me. And that kind of goes into what makes a movie scary, but I'll go ahead and finish.
Yeah, so what you said about the Blair Witch is a really good point. Blair Witch was out in the woods. They went out and found that. So it was eerie and scary for sure, but you're right. The fact that the Paranormal Activity was in your house puts it on a whole different level. The footsteps on the stairs is a good one. And then just some of the subtle stuff, like when she's standing at the bed all night.
I hate it.
That's
hate it so much.
intense. I think the most intense part for me, because it's always been one of those things. It's one of the things that's always been scary to me is when she's downstairs and she screams and it's dark and she screams and then there's kind of another scream with it, but it's just that scream from the darkness, right? Because when it's dark, you're like, you're just uncomfortable, you can't see, and then the noise is just so disorienting. That part to me was just like, it was just such a good end. The whole movie was so well done. I'm very impressed with that movie. So definitely my favorite.
Yeah, it's a good one. Go ahead.
I'm
Edgar, what you got?
a giant puss. So every scary movie is scary to me. But like if I had to pick the ones that I distinctly remember, the first, I don't even know when this one came out.
Yeah, like what are the ones you think about long after watching? If you have to walk down your dark hallway at night, like what
oh
do
my
you
God.
what do you think
I
about?
didn't know this one came out afterwards. I can't look at it. I have to look away because I'm getting chills right now. Jesus Christ, dude. Just Google it. Darkness Falls.
Oh wow!
I know of it. I'm not sure I've seen it.
The Tooth Fairy.
That movie, it came out in 2003, so I was,
Man.
what, 12?
Yeah.
I was 12.
That was
I
like
watched
OG,
that.
like middle school, like scary kind of movie.
I watched that downstairs in the living room by myself and was too scared to get up and turn it off.
Shoot.
I was so petrified of the dark after, like what you had. Like I would turn my light off and then dive into my bed at
That,
12
like,
years old.
Where you feel like something's tickling your back and you're walking real fast.
Yeah, that movie, dude. That movie
That's
did
it's
a
a good
number on
one.
me.
I have
for
to
a
watch it.
while.
I don't think I've seen it. I know
I
of it,
don't
but I
know
don't think
how
I've seen
well
it.
it ages. I don't know how well
Yeah,
it's
it's
aged.
probably.
But at that, like watching a scary movie by yourself in the dark when you're 12.
That's probably why I can't watch them anymore. I can't watch, like as an adult, I can't watch scary movies because I get
I
too
think-
freaked out.
I think the last couple of scary movies I watched were by myself in my house, and I'm 29 years old, and it scared the bejesus out of me.
I think more than gets like Darkness Falls, I will never forget watching that. But I think Signs
Oof.
gets me more.
That
than
has
Darkness
good
Falls.
moments for sure.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
Signs just like made me feel unsafe.
What part? I want to know what part specifically.
Um,
That the just first one that comes to your mind.
when it cuts to him, he looks out at the barn and it's standing
Yep.
on top of the barn.
Yep. Blech.
When
I don't like it. I don't like it, dude. I don't like it.
when they're watching the little girl's birthday party, the
Yeah.
Latino birthday party, it walks across,
Yeah.
dude.
The
movie-
one that got me,
Yeah, just like I feel like vulnerable.
The sink.
the one that got me is when he's outside with the flashlight and he pans over with the flashlight to the edge of the cornfield and the leg disappears in the cornfield.
Yeah.
The leg is sticking out and it
I don't think
God
I
dang.
watched. I don't think I watched that one by myself, but that one definitely got me.
I
can't
saw that
watch-
in theaters with my dad and my brother, and I remember it distinctly.
I feel like in theaters I wouldn't have been nearly as afraid, dude. But
Yeah, there's something about being in your house in the dark, like, you know.
that's why I got guns now. But Paranormal Activity, I can't watch that stuff. I can watch alien stuff, but I believe in like not like demonic figures, but I believe in heaven and hell. So I think like angels and demons.
Mhm.
So like the Emily Rose type stuff, like that scares
That's
me.
a good one. God,
I've never seen it. I can't watch it.
Don't. Yeah, if
But-
scary movies hit you a certain way, like don't watch Paranormal Activity
I-
and that stuff because they're
But I
next level.
can't. Yeah, like I can't. I feel like entertaining like the devil type stuff. It just it gets me. Like
I mean, that's there was like a period in like the late 2000s when that's all that came out was just
Mhm.
Yeah.
exorcism movies and demonic, possession type stuff.
well, I had to. I was real bad about it for a while. Like I wouldn't watch a movie. Like if I thought it might have been like demonic or satanic or something, like I wouldn't watch it. I'd have to watch reviews. I think The Visit.
Yeah.
The Visit.
That
I
sounds
actually
familiar.
had to
M. Night
ruin that
Shyamalan.
movie. Yeah, I had to have it ruined for me to go
Grandparents.
watch it. But God, it was still so
Oh.
good. It was that is such a
Yeah.
good movie, dude. That scared the piss out of me too. That
And
grandma,
that's not even like creatures or anything.
that
Yeah.
grandma, dude. Something about like quarantine. Quarantine also scared me. Something
That's a good
about
one.
people who are like outside of their mental capacities.
Mhm.
Oh God, it's
Yeah.
just uneasy.
It's funny when you talked about watching Darkness Falls. It reminded me of a story my brother told me. I think he said he was 14, but he might have been younger. And he watched The Exorcist, but he watched it like
Ugh.
that, Home Alone in the dark, while
Oh
while
God.
our parents were out. And he said it scared him so bad that he went. It was nighttime. He went outside and sat on the sidewalk, huddled up, waiting on our parents to get home because he didn't want to be in the house. Exorcist is pretty intense. It still holds up too.
I have never seen that movie all the way through, and I only made it to the part where she crawls down the stairs upside down, and that was where I stopped.
That's some
I was
next
like,
level stuff,
I
man.
can't do this. Yeah,
There's
it was-
some really good subtle stuff in that movie that's really intense, and then it just escalates, and it just keeps escalating, and it gets
God.
I mean, it's the OG, like
Yeah.
Did
it
you
still
look
holds
like a
up.
floating head.
I always look like a floating head in the podcast. I always. I don't think I have. I don't think I have any colored shirts. It's all black, grays, and blues, man.
I think I've worn a black shirt every time too. I realized that tonight. I was wearing this, and I was like, I think I've been wearing a black shirt every time we
Yeah.
do the podcast. I don't think we've gotten to your scariest yet, Vengeance.
Mine?
Have we? Yeah. And what makes a movie scary?
Okay. And so I guess I'll end this one and then kind of go into what I think makes a movie scary to me. So first one that comes to mind, I think that so the first movie that really like made an impression on me, like scary wise, it was something like Darkness Falls, man. I think I want to say it was Emily Rose that like got me pretty good. But the one that I come back to that I think is like my favorite scary movie, that I think is still like it's not my favorite just because it's a good movie. It's because it's pretty much the scariest one I've seen, and it's a recent one. It's the first Conjuring.
Oh God.
It's
That's
just so
solid.
good.
Bro, do you remember me telling you that I was watching that movie on a DVD, not VHS doesn't exist anymore.
I think we had this conversation.
I was watching it on DVD. I paused it. There's a scene where she's like looking and it's her reflection, like it's her reflection in the mirror. She's like walking away. I
Yeah.
paused it and I look up and her reflection, not her, the reflection is like skipping. And I'm like, no, This ain't
Oh,
no
yeah,
VHS.
yeah, yeah.
This is a DVD.
Yeah.
What the hell's going
Yeah.
on?
I
I
remember you
stopped it. I
telling
didn't
me
watch the rest of
that.
it. I didn't watch the rest of it.
Yeah. It just that one it's a constant like in your face kind of like scary. That's just it's not only like uneasy scary. There are like legitimate, like you say cheap jump scares, but they're like really well executed and got me pretty good.
I hate being jump scared.
Yeah. So I guess that will kind of lead into what I think makes a good scary movie. And when I think of a scary movie, I think of kind of two routes that they can go. So you get like the kind of gimmicky, cheap jump scares with like a mediocre story, but like you're still interested. And then there are the ones that just give you this feeling of dread, like you're never going to be okay. And you get the ones, and usually the cheap jump scary ones end with at least one person surviving.
Mm-hmm.
The dreadful ones and the ones that never end well are the ones that get me more than anything. And I feel like Nelson, if he's watching, he knows where I'm going with this. But Hereditary is absolutely terrifying, but in a way different reason than The Conjuring. The Hereditary is just this constant feeling of dread and hopelessness, and then it's just like there's nothing good that happens with this family that it's about.
Is that on Netflix?
And-
Seen that.
No, I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
I think it's on Hulu right now. It's the same guy that did Midsummer. I don't know if you've heard of Midsummer, but it's Midsummer wasn't what I thought it was going to be because Hereditary really had that effect on me. So supposedly Hereditary is about this real life, like not real life, depending on what you believe, is this legitimate demon that's in the Bible and that's in like older like literature and stuff like that. And it just got a little too real, I guess, just the way it was executed. Like, the last 30 minutes of that movie is some of the scariest, like it's some of the scariest moments of my life.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
it's just effective. I don't know.
I have to check that out.
And I'll tell you, Nelson texted me the next day after I watched. So I've introduced this movie to like 3 different sets of people, and none of them have like they liked it, but they're like, I'll never watch it again.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I want them to watch it to appreciate it because
them to be
Nelson likes Nelson likes those kinds of movies. But he texted me the next day and said, I wish I could unsee that movie.
Dang, dude.
If he
I
said that,
think
it's got to be good because he's
It's rough, man. It is rough.
That's the type of movie that would probably keep me in my closet for a week.
Yeah. If you say you're a big puss, I would
I mean,
skip over it.
I'll still put it on you. Don't.
But yeah,
Did you
that's what makes
flex?
a good scary movie for me.
No, I didn't flex.
okay.
Bro,
It's the
Yep.
cheap jump scares and then the overwhelming sense of dread. Like,
I wish I
Okay.
could
Nothing good
share
happens.
like just this image that I'm looking at, because I forgot that Zoe Deschanel and Mark Wahlberg were in that happening. I forgot
Oh,
that Zoe
God.
Deschanel was in a scary movie.
look, listen, The Happening is definitely not the worst of M. Night Shyamalan's movies.
It's pretty bad though.
It is pretty bad.
M.
Isn't
Night
it weird the range of his movies as far as like
Yeah.
how good they are and how bad they can be?
Because you're like, that was a Shyamalan movie? Like
Yeah.
the one that I recently found out that he did that I've seen like twice and didn't know it was him was After Earth with Will Smith and Will and Jaden
I
Smith.
haven't watched that one.
That movie sucked.
I feel like
Yeah, that was M. Night Shyamalan.
wow.
Dang.
And he also did
Yeah.
The Sixth Sense. Like, wow.
Yeah.
That's
It's nuts.
wild.
He also did the Avatar movie, the Last Airbender movie
Huh.
that tanks so hard.
You know who I really like? Which doesn't help my case, but I can't say his name. John Leguizamo.
Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, yeah.
Yeah, I like that guy.
He's awesome, man. Have you seen his one man show?
No,
What's it called?
Michael Pena. I like Michael Pena too. Michael Pena is super funny to me.
Say Cole one more time.
It's like, you tried to kill to me?
He's so good.
A pen gun?
That was 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
That was not that great of a movie, but he was really good in it.
He was funny in that movie.
I guess it's
You know what a
called
penta-
Latin history. Latin history.
Morons?
I'm seeing Latin history for Mormons, and then I'm just seeing Latin history. I don't know which one it is. I think it was
Mormons
on Netflix.
or morons? Because I'm seeing.
Oh,
Did you say Mormons?
I thought Mormons seemed strange, but
Latin history for
little
Mormons?
little dose of my dyslexia there for you. I was like, I don't remember it being called that, but I'm reading it, so Google's saying it. Yeah, for morons, that makes a lot more sense.
Well, when you look up
It's killer.
Latin history for Mormons, nothing comes up.
Yeah, it's not. It's probably not Mormons. It's
Man.
Oh God.
yeah, it's morons.
Nick
Um,
Swartzen, I like him too.
Yeah.
Anytime I think of John Leguizamo, I think of that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie he was in where Arnold Schwarzenegger tries to find the terrorist that blew up his family. It's called Collateral Damage.
Oh,
It
I know
actually-
of the movie.
It was actually supposed to come out closer to, well, it was supposed to come out and then 9/11 happened. And then when they were like, let's
Mm.
pull that back a little bit.
Yeah. For the
Um,
first thing I always think of when I hear his name is that he was the bad guy in Spawn.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, isn't that wild? That was
a
like the
good movie.
first.
I like that movie.
Yeah, I think I saw that in a drive-in.
Was that Michael Jai White?
Yes, I think so.
The guy
Um,
that's in all the Undisputed movies.
I
don't know.
Spawn was a
Yeah.
movie.
That's it. That's him. Shoot. Yeah, that was him.
Okay, we're gonna backtrack a little bit to the scary thing because I got one more thing I want to know. Do you have any unusual paranormal type stories?
No,
Personal.
I keep saying I want one, but I've never gotten one.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't know.
That's like if I could beg for one thing to never happen in my life, that would be it. That I
but
don't
in
encounter
in
something paranormal.
retrospect, it's a good story to tell.
It's a
No.
good story, and I feel like I'm with Vengeance here. If I wouldn't want to live and not see that, if it's
Yeah,
there to be
I'm
seen,
okay. I'm okay with it.
I have
Kill me.
the only
Kill me now for your
weirdness,
show
the only consistent weirdness. Actually, it hasn't been a thing in a few years. But when I was younger, there was a very regular thing with mirrors for me. My
That's like the
peripheral.
worst
I used to not
Yeah.
like mirrors because out of my peripheral, my reflection was always doing something different than
What
I
the
was
hell's
doing.
wrong with you?
It was weird,
got
man.
chills.
It-
I got chills.
like I'd be brushing my teeth in the bathroom or something and not looking at the mirror, but my reflection was looking at me. You know, just little
Oh,
little.
Like it.
God.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Mhm.
like evil
like,
J Gigs.
I would think it, and then I would like glance at the mirror, and like I don't know, or like body language would be slightly different. Like if I was sideways and doing something, I could see in my peripheral. It just was doing something a little different. You know what I mean? Weird, just the
think
weird
that's-
little stuff like that. But I haven't had that in several years now. So
My mom claims you're crazy, mom. My mom claims to have a bunch. she's.
I got a couple from Corinne to share.
Yeah, like my mom, not Corinne's mom.
Sorry.
She was telling me one time that she like walked into the kitchen and her coffee cup was stirring itself, and then that she used to smell like her grandma's perfume in like her bedroom and all this other weird stuff. The only thing that is weird to me that I think I've ever encountered like that is in the house that we live in now. So there's a section in our home where the kitchen, the entryway, and the hallway like convene. So it's like a three-way entrance. And when I walk through that area, sometimes it smells like flowers. And I don't know why. There's nothing there. It's just walls. But when I walk through that area, I'll get like a whiff of like flowers or something floral. and I have no idea what it is. I thought for a
Interesting.
while like maybe it's the vent, like they had like some kind of fresh cleaner thing in the vent, but there's no vent right there. So I'm
Hmm.
just gonna say there's some flowers buried under our house. I don't know.
There's a flower ghost.
The
Yeah.
spirit of flowers.
Hey, I'll take a effing spear of flowers instead of, I don't know, coffee stirring devil or something.
Coffee stirring devil.
We got a coffee stirring demon. Bring out the sage.
You said you had some vengeance?
Oh, it's two kind of similar ones that I've always been kind of. Acro will think I'm nuts, but that she always tells that I'm kind of jealous of. That I've always wanted to like. I don't know. I've always wanted to encounter something, whether it be malevolent or pleasant. I don't
God!
know. I don't know. I've always
just
Same.
wanna,
kinda-
like,
Same.
I just want to like suck a paranormal dick, you know? Like, what's wrong with you?
Nobody said
Okay.
anything about that. Nope.
Like, why? Why though?
No, don't.
Because
don't,
it's
like,
there
I
to
don't
be
know.
seen. Like,
Yeah.
if it's there to be seen, like, why just live and die and not get to see it?
Because what if it
You-
kills you?
You telling
Great.
me?
Wonderful. What if it
I don't know.
sucks your soul out?
Just go like
Pay a
so
lot of
there
money
was
for that.
there was a while there was a while where Corinne was binging Ghost Adventures with Zach Baggins,
Oh, God.
and
That's a terrible name.
Was
That
she
dude's a giant
experiencing a lot of
too, by the way.
phenomenas?
he does not say that.
He does. He says phenomenas and he says phenomenons. And he just switches them around at his
Pick
leisure.
one. Yeah. Okay, so these both happened when she was little. So
Little.
one day Corinne's mom was doing the dishes in the kitchen and Corinne walks in and looks at her mom and says, "Mom, there's a little girl crying in the dining room." And her mom, I just remember her saying her mom went, "What?" She's like, "The little girl in the dress, she's crying next to the window." And
Oh.
yeah. Just the chills down my spine, just even thinking about being in that same situation.
Do you ever think that maybe she just had an imaginary friend?
I mean, yeah.
Maybe she
I'm not
did.
saying
Did you ever
they
think
were, like-
maybe there was a little girl in there that
Oh,
only she
God.
could see?
I don't know.
Ah, that's worse.
And then there's one where this one is a little more. You can logically kind of explain this one away because she was sleeping in the living room, and her mom grabbed her and took her upstairs to her room. And while she was taking her upstairs, Corinne goes, "Mommy, who's the man at the bottom of the stairs?"
Oh, fuck that.
And
Oh.
she said, "I have never so carefully, but so quickly run up the stairs with a child in my arms after hearing that."
Man,
She-
that's
yeah.
intense, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, and like she said, he was like in a suit and everything. It was just like, I don't know. It gave me chills, and I was
Like
like,
setting her
"Man,
little ass on the stairs and taking off.
Dude,
take her. Take
that's
her."
intense, dude. Oh.
Yeah. I've never had anything like that though, and I'm kind of jealous, but I don't know.
Man,
Such a stupid person.
God. That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
ooh, man. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
it's dark.
I hate doing it.
Oof.
Oh, speaking of
imagine?
which, that's another thing that makes a movie scary for me is that I put myself in that person's shoes. And I think if I'm in that situation,
Yeah.
I'm shutting down. I don't know what I would do.
I got nipples, Greg.
Yeah, I
don't
try to
know.
do the
I
same.
put myself in that situation. And so, like, you've seen The Conjuring, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so when the little sister gets up and she's sleepwalking and the cabinet doors are doing this,
Mhm.
opening and shutting, and then the little sister walks up to the cabinet doors and she starts like banging her head into them,
Oh my God.
and she's like, "What are you doing?" And she like grabs her and puts her back in bed, and she's laying down. I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it, bro. And she gets her in bed, lays her back down, and then from a side view, you see the little sister raise up, and the doors start start opening and closing again, and so the big sister's like, oh, and gets up and
Dude, I'm
goes
too
to
freaking vulnerable right now. I feel like somebody's gonna come up and go boo, and I'm gonna freaking piss myself.
Just shit.
Yeah. So the doors
I'm
are
getting
opening
chills.
and closing again. The doors are opening and closing again, and so the sister gets up, goes to close the doors, and the sister opens her eyes. And the girl turns, she was like turned around on her way back to the bed, and the sister goes, and she turns around and looks, and there's a woman on top of the armoire that the doors were slamming shut, and there's a woman like peeking over like this, and it's the scariest. That's one of the scariest parts in a movie that I've ever seen, because she jumps down on her, and
I'm
it's
not gonna
just
be able
like,
to sleep tonight.
dude, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. And and I'm thinking, like, I'm in that situation. I'm done. Just kill me.
I'm gonna have to go
It's
sleep on
over.
the floor in the baby's room so that I have somebody watching
dude,
over
it
me.
is rough.
Have you seen The Unborn?
Oh man,
One of
that
those.
a long time ago. I saw that at the $2 theater.
I remember the feeling like the movie was okay, not bad, but not anything
It
great.
was okay.
Is that
But
the
it-
one with Megan Fox?
I don't think so. Is it?
No, there was one. She kind of looks like Megan Fox, but it's the bad guy in Never Back Down. He's in it.
Oh,
The-
that
the-
little.
So
It does look like Megan Fox.
yeah. But there's a scene where she's in the bathroom and she's doing stuff at the mirror, right? And she's
That's
like
like
doing
the
her
cover.
stuff.
Yeah, that's like the cover art. Is her in her underwear.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So she opens a medicine cabinet, she gets them out, and she closes it, and she's doing her thing. And she opens a medicine cabinet again, and the kid is like contorted up in the medicine cabinet. And it's just like, you know the typical jump scare noise, like bah!
Yeah.
And I remember being so relaxed watching that on the couch, just so chilled out, just thinking I was watching a scene. That is by far the hardest jump scare I've ever been. I came up off the couch. I was not connected. I was literally in the air. I jumped so hard, dude. And it's
just
like, it's not
imagine
even that
he's like-
scary of a movie, but I was just so like, just chill. And it was like, but I was like in the air, dude. Like, it got me so good.
Yeah.
And I've never forgotten it. It still stands as the best jump scare I've ever been hit with.
I was playing before this. I was playing Escape from Tarkov, and somebody shot at the rock that I was on. I went, oh shit!
There's some good jump scares in
but
Tarkov.
but that
Yeah.
Gears of War jump
Oh
scare.
my god! Did I have you? I've told you about my Gears of War.
yes,
Yeah, right?
I wish I could have seen that. Yeah, that
The
sounds
Berserker.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Where he's
So-
like, he ran past me, and I turned around and couldn't find him. And then I turned, and he's like, and, and I threw the controller.
I can't remember what movie it was that got me so good. You're talking about that, the Unborn scene is the one that got you so bad. I was in the theater, but I can't remember what movie it was, where it got me so bad that I went, Jesus,
In the theater.
in the theater. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Oh my god! Run!
Yeah. God, Jesus. And then these two women in front of me turn around and start laughing. And it was amazing. Oh, I remember. It was Get Out.
Oh yeah, that
I
was,
still haven't seen that.
that's a
It
good
was
one.
Get Out. And there's a part where somebody walks behind the person that's walking. They walk past them in a hallway.
I
and-
remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I went, God, Jesus. And because I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting it at all.
I still
Like you
can't. I
said,
just-
like,
Jay's just sitting there like, this movie is scary, stupid. No!
In the air, dude. Literally not touching anything.
so when the medicine cabinet opened is when the jump scare happened?
So yeah, it was like she's doing her thing and she opens it. If I'm remembering correctly, she opens it and grabs something out and closes it.
It's gotta be
and
the
is
close, yeah.
Doing her thing. And then
It's
she
usually
opens
is
it
the
to put,
close.
she opens it to put the thing back in, and when she opens it the second time, so the first time she
Oh.
opened it there
That's-
was nothing. The second
that's what
time
got
it's the bah, and the kid's all in there like contorted up and weird looking.
That's what got
and I
you,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Because you always expect it on the close. Yeah.
Yeah.
right,
But
like
then they do
and-
it all the time. They do it all the time to where the first one is kind of like
Yeah.
a, oop, gotcha.
right.
You thought it was going to happen.
It lulls you because the scene. I just remember the scene being so casual. Like it was not. I feel like we had
Yeah.
just had an intense scene, and usually when you've just had an intense scene, it chills, and it seemed like it was chill, and she'd already opened, and it was fine. So I just kind of
Right.
like my guard was down, and I was chilling. And then that
That's
second
perfect
open,
moment.
dude, the
That's
mix
like
of the
some-
noise and the kid being in there, the way he was in there, it was super intense, and I was floating, dude.
That's some psychological stuff. Because
It
like
is,
the
yeah.
first open, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe so
Here it
or no, I'm
comes.
sorry, the first close. You're like, oh, okay. On the second close, they're gonna try to get me. But no, on the second open.
Yeah, it was very well structured because I have to imagine it did exactly what they wanted it to do.
a moment like that got me just psychologically because you're focused on something completely different is a part in The Haunting of Hill House, which I don't know if y'all have seen.
That's so well done in so many places, man.
Where
That's the
they're
first thing to give
arguing-
me chills in a few years. That's the first time I've watched them and been like, ooh.
Do you know what part I'm talking about, Gaze?
I have a couple
When
of
the sisters
ideas.
When the sisters are arguing
Yep.
in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Probably
Big
top.
yikes.
Probably top.
Top 5 comedies of all time.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah. Probably top 5 jump scares easy.
It's yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, Emily for real screamed with
Well,
no suppression, full scream.
Well, there's a couple of TikToks where it was like showing my significant other that part, and it just says that part. in
Oh
Haunting of
yeah,
Hill
yeah.
House.
I have seen that a time or two.
And that's another one. Speaking of which, the second season is coming out beginning of October. Pretty excited. about it.
I don't remember what game it was that I was playing, but one time I have a pretty, not anymore, I'm kind of over it, but I used to have a pretty good fear of spiders. And I was sitting in my chair playing Xbox, and I remember singing that Chris Brown song. It was "And Dance Forever, Ever, Forever," and I looked down, and there's a spider between my legs, and I jumped and threw my controller in the air and squealed as I leapt out of the chair. Top 10 most scariest moments of my whole life. Why I was
you
singing
remember
that
the song you were singing?
While I was playing Call of Duty, I don't
It
know.
must have affected
But it
you
was-
that much. I don't know, man.
And dance forever.
Oh my god, man.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm definitely with vengeance. If there are demons to be seen, let me see you. What? I'm just gonna get old and die?
I'm not messing with a Ouija board though. I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing it. Can't.
I'll
I
bring.
will.
You bring a Ouija board in my house, I'll set you and the Ouija board on fire.
Well, that's bad on you, dude. Have you ever
Yeah.
heard? Don't
That's
set a Ouija board.
that's
on
worse than
fire.
playing with it.
No.
Yeah. That's like that's
No.
like the ultimate no.
Setting a Ouija board on fire?
Yeah.
I mean, like
That's like, no, that's like, get out my life, devil. That's what that says.
That's
it's
sounds
more
real
like,
effective.
it's more like the things that you're communicating are in the Ouija board and you just burned it and set it free.
Oh God, that sounds terrible. That
Which
sounds
is in
like my
which
house
is
just
in
like
the Paranormal Activity
implodes.
movie. It's in
My whole
Paranormal
house.
Activity.
Okay, well, don't bring a Ouija board to my house. We won't have a problem.
Not gonna, don't wanna.
I mean, yeah, when I come to Memphis.
Bro, I'll straight up kick you out.
He's
I'll
like,
have to find somebody that's willing to do that. Maybe that would be fun. Because I don't buy it. I really
No,
don't. I really don't buy that. There's no way.
It's just, I don't think it's the board itself. I think it's the mentality, the like entertaining that, and you're gonna get what you ask for.
I've already got the mentality though. I'm already entertaining it. Come on, like I want to experience it. Not in like a, come on, like,
Yeah.
just like for real.
Come get me.
No. but just in a way where, like, for real, if it's there, I want to see, I want to experience.
Yeah.
Let me pull your pants down. Let me see it. I don't.
Show me what you're working with.
I just. I don't know, man. I'm too.
I want you to smack me in the face.
God. I'm too skittish, I guess. What's funny is, I guess maybe it's not funny, but I'm not. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not scared of anybody, but like a person, I have no qualms with like duking it out with somebody. But if it's
I think
something I
people
can't,
are scarier than monsters, man.
that's a no. If it's something like I can't see,
Oh,
like
sure.
I am a total puss, dude. Like I told you the story about the guy who followed me to Huey's, and I
Yeah.
was like, all right, we're gonna throw down right here in the parking lot. Like I have no problem with that. But as soon as you talk about some like little kid demons, I'll piss myself. I ain't trying to mess with no demonic babies. No, thank you. Absolutely not.
Man, you get some demonic adolescence in here, it's over. I'm
Yeah.
done.
I'll fight a grown ass man. I ain't gonna fight no demon baby.
Hello, mister.
Wait, what was that? Is that an evil baby?
Yeah. Hello, mister.
God. I don't know why I still have this pulled up. The guy from Never Back
Flamboyant
Down.
ass demon baby.
Yep, from Candy. The guy from
We broke gigs.
Oh,
uh,
oh my god, that
the
is
guy
so
from Never
dumb.
Back Down. The douchebag.
Yeah. Mhm.
His name is Cam.
I can't pronounce it.
Is it-
Gigandet.
Gigandet. Yeah. That's-
Oh,
I mean, that's
no, it's Gigande.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. I figured that out.
he's Latino. Gotcha.
That's a segue.
He's a good-looking dude, though.
Sure. I don't know who you're talking about.
As far as
Greg-
dudes go, I mean, he's a
Greg
good-looking dude.
Gigantic or something?
The guy from the doucher from Never Back Down. You ever seen Never Back Down? That's
I
like
feel
top
like I
10
had
one
to
of my
have.
favorite movies.
Who's the
That's
star?
the-
Who's the main guy?
Nobody?
Yeah, he was in a rugby movie with Sean Astin at one
Is that the
point, and
fighting
was
one or the
Yes,
the
fighting
breakdancing one?
What the fuck?
You talking about You Got Served?
Maybe.
What the? Dude, that
With
breakdancing
B2K,
movie
dude?
changed my life. Top 3 favorite of all time.
I don't know, man. Dude, You Got Served. I wanted to like crump so hard after watching that movie.
That dude's
I
hair
wanted
was
to dance.
next level, man.
Oh, yeah, that was You Got Served, the blonde guy.
That boy had follicles for days.
Yeah.
Him and Ryan Cabrera. I don't think I've ever seen anybody that has as much hair while it's still short as Ryan. That dude has like 47 times as many follicles as the average person. There's so many hairs coming out of such a tiny space.
He's still gonna look like that at like 75.
Yeah, you ain't gonna catch him going bald.
Mm-mm.
How long have we been going?
Minute, like a minute and a half, like an hour,
An hour and a half?
Yeah,
Dang.
good episode. We're doing that JRE swag, 3 hours, baby.
I'm not gonna lie. I think nighttime might be the way to go.
What do you mean?
Like doing
Oh,
it,
recording.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm
Yeah,
Because
we got to
I'm-
work out a day though.
I'm loose from the day. Like I'm all,
makes a little more sense to drink.
and I can have a drink. I
No
don't have to
offense,
feel bad.
vengeance.
Vengeance.
Like I don't subscribe to the like, only breakfast food for breakfast. You can only drink at certain times, but it makes a little more sense,
yeah, like I don't feel bad. I'm on my second. Shoot, I might get a third claw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. If we
You're like
can
a
we could-
40-year-old woman.
What we ought to do for one episode is just power drink. We'll start at like start at 0 and just power drink for like an hour and a half.
I feel like nobody will watch that episode.
It might be pretty good.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean start at 0 and power? What do you mean?
Like no drinks. Like start with no drinks, and then like
That's what I did
heavy.
tonight.
I've only had 2 White Claws.
I mean, I think I'm on my
I had a couple of drinks at dinner.
third or fourth, and I'm pouring at least 2 shots in every one I'm making.
No sub.
I didn't- I didn't want to delay it any further, but
Sound
I
like
was going
Trump.
to stop and get some claws or something.
Shots. It's fantastic.
Oh gosh.
I don't do a Trump, you know. What are you gonna do?
many shots.
We're gonna have like 4 shots, maybe 5. The best shots you ever had.
Man, that's
Just a
good.
couple.
You've got to start doing something with that. You're,
That was-
you're too
yeah,
good
that
at
was pretty good.
impressions to not be doing something with that.
I am really good at impressions. I just don't. I don't know.
There's definitely something to be done in the content with the impressions.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe not. Probably not.
So give us updates on the computer situation. We're just gonna wing it now. We're through the list of topics. We're just winging it. What's going on with the PC, Vengeance?
I'm gonna get another drink.
So
Don't dive too
computers-
deep into that.
We're gonna end it while he's gone.
Yeah. So I'm having my buddy Jordan kind of help me with the terminology and kind of getting like making sure that I'm telling them what I need to tell them because I don't want to send them my PC.
Yeah.
They basically told me, "Hey, let's get the
You know
PC
what's funny? If you
sent
told me
back."
to watch a 3-hour podcast, I would tell you to suck yourself off. There's no way. There's no way I'm watching a 3-hour podcast. But that's me.
Cool. What were you saying, Vengeance?
Cool. Shut the fuck up. So as I was saying, so I told them, I basically kind of told them it was their fault because how was I allowed to build a PC with an insufficient power supply?
Yeah. Why
On
would
it
they let
from-
you build
from
a
a-
PC that doesn't work?
From a user guide.
I don't think it's insufficient though. Is it?
Shut up and let me finish. I'm tired of arguing with you about it being the power supply. You're a sudden expert on PC now.
I did a lot of research.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, the 2070 user guide says that you need a minimum of a 650 watt power supply to run the card. Right? So why was I able to build a PC with a 600 watt power supply because it was the only one like, oh, here he goes. Plus with if it already requires that much power, how is it going to support whatever else is plugged into it plus 2 gaming monitors?
Yeah.
I'm sure we're gonna get a shit ton of PC experts in the comments.
Yeah, the monitors
whatever.
are only pulling like no more than 30 watts.
But that's not what I'm saying. They're plugged into the GPU that is pulling enough power to require a 650 watt power supply.
Right.
Why would it not pull enough power? I didn't want to get into this because I'm not arguing with him.
Well,
Well,
I
I
also don't
just-
think you're supposed to hit the limit. I think the point is to have a power supply.
Well, I mean, a 2070,
beyond what you need.
like if you look at it, like it shows that it pulls like 215 watts. It's like
Right, but if the user
Yeah.
manual says you need a power supply that pulls more,
well, that's like Call of Duty. I guess is it recommended or is it like required minimum? 'Cause
It
that's like
says minimum
Like
in
Call
the
of
user
Duty
guide.
has like the recommended and the.
yeah, I feel like the
I mean, I
difference here is that
just-
he's
you're
reading the
never gonna-
user manual and you're mashing together some stuff you read a week before you bought a PC.
I'm just saying,
All
like,
right.
you're never.
So
You're only pulling a certain amount of watts.
My power supply
Alright,
is
listen.
750, and my hardware is less intensive than his. So I don't know why they let him build one that has a 600.
It-
But also,
Anyway,
it's been working. Like it just recently.
he's unplugged
when
stuff though.
when I plugged the monitors in, it started doing that. When I had my standard 60 hertz, not like it's not a gaming monitor. It is a pure, just 27-inch monitor. Had it plugged in, was doing fine. I also have all of this stuff plugged in to stream, and I know all of that is not pulling a lot of watts. What I'm saying is, as I have all this stuff plugged into my PC, I just plugged in these 2 monitors, and then I want to say not even like 2 weeks later is when it started happening.
Can't you test your wattage? How much you're pulling?
I don't know. Okay.
What
Long-
might be
like-
nice though, I know there might be some people who know a lot about PCs watching, so hit us up in the comments.
Yeah, sure.
If you have any
And-
ideas,
and
for
I'm-
real.
Yeah, and I'm, Jordan's helping me out a lot. And okay, so the story, assuming that it is my power supply, which more than likely.
I think you should have a
I
faulty
don't-
one. I think it's just bad.
Sure, and it
Could be
may
that.
be. It could be that. Let's just say it's the power supply. They want me to unplug everything, pack my PC up with shipping materials that they expected me to have after buying it 6 months ago. That's not the issue. They were going to send me shipping materials. They're going to send me a how-to guide on how to pack up an expensive computer, send it back to them, diagnose it, ship it back to me, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, that's a week. That's several weeks. Forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how do you expect me?
mean,
Send me one that
As-
works in the shipping supplies, and let me have a standby while you fix mine. Like,
Sure, like a loaner or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. Or
something.
simply just send me a new power supply. I'll ship the bad one back to you, and that'll be that. You can void the
yeah,
warranty,
I think.
whatever. I don't want to work with y'all anymore.
yeah,
This
I think
process
the-
is already frustrating.
Well, I guess the problem with that is if they send you a power supply and that's not the issue, now they're out of power supply, and you're gonna keep hitting them up for more
Then I'll
parts.
then I'll I
It
don't
could
know.
be written in
Then
that
I'll
he
get it
sends them
repaired
the
from
old one.
somebody else. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
but-
I can see. I'm not saying they're in the right, but I can see where there's like, if you send it to us, we'll fix it. Like,
Oh
I feel
no,
like
I
there's not a whole lot
completely
else they can
understand it,
do.
but
yeah,
it's like
but it's like, especially if
there
you,
could be a simpler way of doing it.
yeah. I mean,
well, I mean, if you had it tested, I'm sure. Like, if you had it tested, you could send them the results and say, "Hey,
I guarantee you, if somebody else cracked this case open, they would void the warranty
Yep.
and deny any or refuse any repairs. That is in the email that they sent me.
they also wouldn't
If
take
I-
any information that they didn't verify, because for all they know, your buddy's a guy that tested and
Yeah.
he you know,
If I package it improperly and for some reason something else is damaged on the way there, they will void my warranty and deny any service to it.
Weird.
There's so many stipulations of something that could possibly go wrong that I don't want to risk it.
I mean, I guess like they do have to be careful though, because a lot of people are overclocking their crap and blowing it up and saying, "Hey, this doesn't work." So I get like
I
a
completely
two-way
agree.
street.
And there's a policy that they have to follow, but there
Yeah.
should be a simpler way to figure something out. They could have a third party repair partner or some
Yeah.
kind of field technician coming from like Best Buy or something.
I would say
that
just
they
buy a new
work
power
with.
supply. Just like. 'cause you
Well,
can
I'm
find
gonna
them.
get them to give me one
yeah,
or something.
they should do it.
And listen, I'll pay the difference, whatever.
Here's an
to
EVGA.
get
So yeah, 750,
bigger one.
$150.
I'm going like 850 or 1,000, just to future proof. And I know
Yeah.
they're expensive, but I just want to.
I would
wanna
probably
make
go-
damn sure.
I went. What size is mine? 850.
Yeah,
I think I would probably go 850 because I think there was a weird price change between an 850 and 1,000, and I can't imagine ever needing 1,000 watts. Like that's why I bumped up to the 850 because the RTX 3080 pulls like 350
I don't
watts.
know. Regardless, I need a better one than what I've got right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think
absolutely.
it says much. I don't generally like to judge a whole company based on a bad experience, but I think it's saying something between the two of us or the three of us that have ordered from NZXT.
Hmm.
Two of us are like never again.
Yeah, I mean, if I
like bad,
think-
like it's
I
bad.
think I've taken a look inside this, and I'm like, man, it really can't be that hard.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
To just do it myself, and it would be way cheaper.
yeah.
Also, I paid a guy $100 to swap out my whole motherboard, all my wiring, my chip. Like it was $100. He swapped out
That's
everything.
the thing I'm uneasy about, because cable management is a bitch, and I don't want to have to deal with it. And I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like there's certain things that you can't run next to something, or I don't know, like spacing out. And that's
Yeah.
where my issue would lie. I know where
Yeah.
things plug in.
Mhm.
but
I
I
ordered
wanted
mine
to look at the-
specifically so that I could upgrade RAM later,
This
and-
thing do be looking pretty over here though.
and they put my cooling system in over my memory slots, so
Yeah.
I can't put new memory in because they built on top of it. So I messaged them and I was like, hey, remember when I built this, and one of the specific things I said I wanted was to be able to upgrade it, like ease of upgrade is why I was getting it. I can't put new RAM in it. And he basically, the solution was, yeah, you're going to have to take it apart and spin that cooling system around. Like, no, No, I'm not.
That's what I paid you to.
Yeah,
do.
that's the whole thing I paid you to do was give me a computer I could upgrade easily. Now I got to build it myself.
The easy building tool that they have is perfect. I love it.
It's
But
great.
when it doesn't flag something that's in the user manual of maybe not being sufficient enough, I understand if I will say that was the last wattage that they had. That was the only power supply they had available. At least flag it or
Don't
something.
let me build it if it's not gonna work. dude.
If I knew that the GPU required 650 minimum, I would have waited and bought a bigger power supply. I have no problems upgrading and spending money knowing that my stuff is going to work. But when you let me do it, the whole easy to use thing is out the door because then you've just let me do something stupid, which is why I'm building it and letting y'all put things in it in the first place.
Right.
I'm just still not convinced that the graphics card is.
Well, I don't have to. I'm
Pulling
not
too
trying to
much
convince
wattage.
you. I'm not going to.
His years of experience with
I'm
PC
just, like,
hardware.
the facts don't lie. The facts don't lie. I'm reading.
What are
them.
the facts? The user manual of the graphics card says a thing.
Yeah, but the graphics card pulls. If it pulls 215,
It don't matter what it pulls. There's a reason it requires you to have one that does more. It's not about
Yeah,
what it
because you got
pulls.
other
It's about what it
stuff
requires. Right. I don't
Why
understand
is
why
we-
you
why are
think
we
you know
arguing
more
about
than the
this?
user manual.
I'm not saying I know more than the user manual. I'm just saying, like,
I worked
know.
for NVIDIA for like 10 years.
I'm just saying you got two monitors. That's what 60 watts. Then you got your card. Then
You
got-
just made that up. You just made that up.
No, I bet they pull like 25. Let me see. How much does a monitor pull? Let's
I
see.
don't want to do this.
A 17
Crunch
inch
the numbers.
can pull 80.
A what?
It
Crunch
depends
the
on the
numbers.
monitor.
I've crunched them. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
Crunch
yeah,
the
It
numbers.
does show typical 35, typical CRT. What's a CRT?
Mhm.
80. So anyway, so like 50 watts.
You don't know? You don't know what a CRT is?
No, I don't know what a CRT is.
Shut up then. All right.
Did we really run out of topics?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the topic's got us like an hour and 20. We're just.
It's a good
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, it was. I should probably should wrap it up now.
I should probably be in bed right now if I have to be up
Oh,
at
that's
4 in the
right.
morning.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's all good. I
Yeah.
had fun.
Yeah, it was a fun one. So yeah,
something
we'll
we
wrap
should
it up. Do you you guys want to plug your Twitch or anything?
Gross.
Twitch.tv/IAM_vengeance.
Capital
The word
vengeance.
vengeance is capitalized.
You started uploading Lord of Heroes stuff, right? Acro, you gonna keep that
I
going?
did. My yeah.
Yeah, he
my-
uploaded it like a day ago, and he's only got like 300 views on the video.
No, I don't have to.
Take it down.
It really doesn't have that many.
His ninth video only has like 400 views. It sucks. He might as well quit.
It's
right now.
actually it's like at 130, so we're not doing that great. But
Oh, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
yeah, we've been doing some Lord of Heroes. Yeah, I'm gonna upload some stuff. I only got 2
What do you
videos
sh-
up for it now.
What you been streaming, Acro?
I'm not gonna talk to you if you have those glasses on.
Talk to me right now.
I don't know. I'm in a weird spot right now. Like I was gonna stream tonight, and I thought, I don't know what to stream. I don't enjoy streaming Elite Squad. I like playing it. I like making videos for it, but I don't like streaming it.
I understand that.
I haven't tested Lord of Heroes yet, but I feel like that might be the same. I thought about doing Raid just because that's easy, but there's 1,000 Raid streamers. So I don't know. Maybe just, come over to twitch.tv/achromatic_x and we'll just sit there and do nothing.
We'll get it figured out. You'll find your spot. It takes a while. I bounced around for a long time too. Takes a while to find your spot.
We could do
Whole,
some co-op horror games.
Geometry Dash.
Hell yeah, that's where I got that start, baby.
Yeah, cool level. Sweet. Awesome. Next.
Yeah.
the
That's,
old
that's where it
days,
all
man.
started, man. First 500 or so followers.
Man, I banned so many people when you were streaming that game.
God,
There were some cuck lords in
There
that
were.
stream.
There were
that
some
I
great
just
people, too, but-
enjoyed. I relished in the fact that you were like, "Hey, Vengeance, can you do something about this guy?" Like,
Yeah. I think I've only had to ban like 2 or 3 people the whole time I've been streaming Raid. Raid community's super dope, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you
Super
can't even
dope.
catch Vengeance in a stream.
probably because you're streaming nothing.
Raid community is, bro. I almost made a video about why I'm playing Raid again.
Yeah.
Just and the community is one of them. It's crazy. Like you have your like pockets of toxic a-holes,
Sure. Anywhere.
but it's crazy. Like the community is so refreshing.
It is, man.
And I
It's
feel
it's
like
so positive. Weirdly,
Yeah.
in a game where the tone is
Are
so
we
has been
boring
so
you?
negative.
No, I'm tired.
Yeah, yeah. That's the other side too.
Yeah, you
Is
would
that the game
think.
sucks ass.
It's getting better. I have to give it
Yeah.
up. They're doing well lately, but
Oh, you gonna
the
get
community
it.
has stayed pretty. The community has stayed dope through the whole thing. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, we'll wrap it up. We'll let Vengeance get to bed. Been a long outro, but you know, there it is.
Night,
Appreciate
night,
you guys
baby.
watching. Subscribe, and you know, all that other stuff. Appreciate you guys watching.
Link in the description.